I'm gonna be filming a big old video today, babe. You gonna be a part of it? Good deal. Hey there. Sunday morning as I begin this, and it's a brand new shirt that I can't even fit into. No flex, even though I don't even got to try right now. So check this out. When I was fat, I found this brand of shirts only sold at JCPenney's, the only place that I found them being sold. They're called Foundry is the name of this brand. If you're a big and tall person, or just a big person, like I have been, this Foundry brand is a really good brand. So anyways, these shirts fit me really well. They got collared shirts and they got these like t-shirt type of deals. When I was fat, they were like the best looking shirt that I had. Well, now that I've been working out, these shirts don't even fit as good. Look at that, boy. They don't even fit as good. And I guess that's because maybe I'm getting a little bit bigger. Maybe. Anyways, I'm sweating profusely right this second. Just got done doing the workout. I did my run. And I got to share something with y'all. It's in my pocket right here. Folks, I need to quit. I mean, I really need to quit. Shh, Aggie, I'm trying to film a video. Look at this. Look at all those freaking candy wrappers. Probably where a lot of the sweat is coming from also. So last night I was really ill. I was really ill. I did not feel good at all. I was in the bed by 6:30. I had a crucial migraine last night, and I feel like I was in diabetic shock. Progressively, I've gotten worse with the candy to the point where mostly all I'm eating is candy. Tons of junk food. York peppermint patties, these little flavored Tootsie Roll things, M&Ms. Today, it stops. I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. Because this sweating is not just from working out or it being hot. This sweating is from my health, my blood pressure, maybe. So anyways, enough about all of that. Today's gonna be a big day, folks. We're getting ready to go on an adventure. My wife is coming with us, and we're getting ready to go look at that big ass house. Now, a couple of things about this. We've told nobody about the fact that we're getting ready to go check out this house. So there is the potential the cops could show up, somebody could show up, and if they do, we'll be prepared. Hence the fact I brought my business attire. Another shirt right here. Also bringing the drone, the GoPro, my phone, extra battery. Boy, I feel like we team 10 in this money, the way we's getting ready to go on this little adventure. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Joe, you probably ought to tell somebody you're going to go check out this house. Why bother? Damn sure I'm not going to tell the realtor so they can show up. Not my realtor, the realtor who's representing the house. So that they could show up trying to sell me this house. Nothing is a guarantee about this. All I know is I'm very intrigued by this house. And you never know. Could it be the one? It might be. So want to go check this thing out with my wife, get her opinion on this thing. There's a lot of buzz about this house. My investor friend, very interested in this house. Me, very interested in this house. And my wife, she's intrigued by it as well. So, a couple of things to share in relation to it before we even get there. Price tag on this thing, $139,000. They want $140K for this house, okay? Not going for that. Highest I'm willing to offer is $115. That might not even get us in the conversation, but hey, house has been on the market. What other kind of offers are you getting? Maybe you're getting better than that, but I'd be willing to offer $115 on the house. I crunched some numbers during my workout this morning, thinking to myself, how much could it cost to renovate a 3,000 square foot house that's sitting on 4x4s and needs foundation work all the way up? I mean, from the foundation up, it needs everything. Number I've come up with, $250,000. Hey baby, I'm gonna need you to take out a loan.
I got you.
Bet. I feel like the Tinder swindler. My enemies are after me. I need money. What's his name?
I don't remember.
Henry's hurt. What?
What's it called?
Whatever the guy's name. Henry's been injured. $250,000. I mean, come on now. By the time we're totally invested in this thing, you're talking about $365. I ain't got it. Got some people I know who do got it and who are interested. Again, i.e. investor friend. Maybe willing to split this thing with me. Look, this is a hell of an opportunity right here. $250,000. I'm just throwing this number at the wall, hoping it sticks. I'll give you a couple of examples. $20K for electrical, $20K for plumbing, $20K for drywall, finishing work. We're gonna need subfloor work. We're gonna need HVAC. I did all the math and I came up with just a little bit. I came up with right at $250,000, and there were a couple of things that I didn't include in that. Roof, dock, gotta have both of those. Let's just say hypothetically we can get this thing for $115. Let's just say in a perfect world scenario, it can be renovated for $250 or under, and we are at $365 totally invested in this thing. I'm thinking, because there's a house right there, there's two of them as a matter of fact, they're all on the water, $550, $650. We listing this thing for $650,000. I don't care if it has to sit for a while. Somebody's gonna come get this joint. It's gonna be somebody who got some money, who gonna be able to make a cash offer on this house. This gonna be their vacation house. They're gonna be some DC exec just wanting to come down and have a nice little spot on the water. This, folks, could be the winner chicken dinner. I truly feel like it could be. We're getting ready to get the show on the road. This joint is over an hour and a half away from us. My wife's coming with us. It's gonna be an adventure. We're bringing the drone. Hopefully we can get some signal out there, get some aerial footage of this thing. I'm excited, and I hope you are as well. Also, real quick, hey, it's Sunday as I'm filming this. The home inspection is gonna be taking place today. On flip number 4, I ain't got a worry in the world about that block in the front that's been chipped through, because after looking at those pictures, what I realized was that definitely took place during construction. They put that vent through there, realized that vent was a little too thick. They had to chop the block out. That thing's been sitting like that for 20 years. If the inspector says anything about it, I'm gonna be like, you fix it, because I'm not. It's a non-factor, as it's been. Damn right I'm gonna say it, babe. You fix it. Because it's been sitting that way for 20 years and it ain't caused no problems yet. Also, final thing before we get the show on the road, new merch just dropped today, folks. Check it out. Boy, look at that. That's flip 4 right there. Flip number 4. We got the nice little Joe Does stuff with the YouTube logo and color. Cop you the sticker pack if you're interested. If not, hey, don't worry about it. I'll be dropping new merch all the time. I'm gonna be putting these stickers all over all of my vehicles. The Fordaroo, the Dodgeroo, my wife's Range Rover. Yeah, I don't think she's going for that. Anyway, let's get the show on the road and see what today has in store for us. And then if it gets out of focus, you can touch on the screen to make it focus. Sometimes that might be hard.
Same thing with the lighting. I can touch it and it'll fix it.
The lighting's gonna always be iffy, especially when the light's just crazy, but...
I think it needs to come out a little bit. Is there a way to do that?
Yeah, you can turn the lens to zoom.
Okay.
So I'm teaching my wife how to film. She's gonna be a part of these videos from time to time, and we got a road trip upcoming this week, so she's definitely gonna be a part of that. So anyways, just missed my exit, no big deal. We're about to take, I guess, this exit right here. And we're making great time. So we're only about 57 minutes away from where this house is at. And it's an hour and a half out there. I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta pee real bad. Looks like I'm drinking a beer on the ride. This is a cold brew with 0 calories, 0 everything in it. It's basically just a cold cup of coffee. And it's all I can have. So I'm gonna cut the sugar out, I'm gonna cut the bullshit out, I'm gonna get back onto the health kick in a major way. I mean, I'm still fasting, still working out, but all the candy, I kind of got,
we got some action.
I kind of got away from what I needed to be doing. we got going on here? We got a broke down trailer. Somebody trying to pick up their bike. Yeah.
That was kind of boring.
Good for the police helping that guy out, helping him load that thing up. Got his mom coming to pick it up. Mom, I broke down. Come get me. All right. So, of course, as we're heading out to this house, you know, I'm doing a lot of thinking. And I think to myself, man, would it be worth it to do this? You're talking the biggest risk that we could potentially be about to take right here. Just like I was talking a couple of videos ago, man, forget these little $20,000 profit lines, even though those are a blessing to be able to see. Of course, you want to go for the big win. Man, this thing could be like a $300,000 profit line. Could be even more than that. We're talking about a house that's on the water. The comps around this house are 550, 650. But why wouldn't this house be $1 million house? Houses on the water should be that, especially with this market being as crazy as it is. But speaking of this market, what's this market going to do? How long would it take us to do a house like this? If we had all of the working capital that we need, which we will if we take this ride down this rabbit hole with this house, we'll have all the money in order to be able to do this. Man, this thing needs to move. Hey, electrical, plumbing, HVAC, let's get this shit going. Drywall, finishing, insulation, foundation, all this shit needs to work like a well-oiled machine. Joe gonna be playing GC for real. I'm gonna have to. And, you know, we gotta get this house done in a few months. 3 months, could it even be possible to do that? Or, you know, would more realistic be like 5 months for a house like this? A lot of unknown variables right there, but still could be worth the risk. Would the market still be the same in 3 months, 5 months, 7 months? How long would this house sit on the market waiting for that cash buyer looking for their vacation home to come get this? I think if this house turned out the way that I can envision it in my, you know, fantasy mind, yo, what are we doing? Freaking Florida drive. You almost made me miss that light, I swear. Light don't stay green very long now. How long would the house sit on the market before that person comes in with that cash offer ready to get their vacation home? A couple of months? I need a piss, so we're gonna stop. Leave it on that note to ponder and then carry on. Babe, you excited to see this house?
I'm stoked.
Do you think it's Fantasy Island or?
Yeah. I think you live there.
Aw. Shout out to my beautiful wife on the camera.
Am I the best looking cameraman you've ever had?
Cody was pretty good looking. No, I'm kidding. Of course, babe. All right, so we're about 30 minutes away from the house. Just got off the phone with my father. When we took the trip to DC this past week, my father actually went and looked at this house, and he got a bunch of pictures and some video for me on this thing, and he gets a kick out of checking out these properties. So I was talking with him about it because he's the only one that I know who's seen this house in person. And one thing that he was mentioning was how low this house sits in relation to the other houses that are around it. Flooding was probably a very real thing that happened in this house, hence the fact that this thing is gutted down to the studs, drywall rot, drywall mold, moisture issues. It probably had the full gamut of, you know, flood damage. And, you know, my father was giving me some really insightful stuff to think about. Hey, you know, you can get in contact with the city, have them come out there, you know, kind of point you in the right direction in terms of what it would take to get this house up to par. Because I was telling my father, hey, on the tax records, if this house is listed as 3,000 square feet, somebody's inspected these 4x4 footers and said, yep, you're okay, whatever. Which obviously we would not be running with. We would have to go in there and get that foundation corrected all the way around the board. That's going to be one of the first things that needs to be done. While addressing the foundation, would it be possible, you know, to jack the house up and get the foundation up higher? God, I can't even imagine what that would cost, and, you know, the risk that we would run probably collapsing the entire house. You know, we're talking, if this house is much lower than the surrounding houses, I don't think we could get this thing up high enough to even make a real difference. So before even moving forward after today, my game plan would be to get in contact with the city and find out, hey man, what, you know, I need to see something. I need to go look at some records and see what happened to this house. Maybe the person selling this house would be willing to share that information. They might have some knowledge from when they bought it, any work that they did. Were they the ones that went in there and gutted the damn thing down to the studs? And if they were, then they might have an idea of why that needed to be done, right? But we're on our way out here. What a ride it is. And next stop, we'll be there. He said it's kind of tight back here. All right, going down the back roads, almost at this house. Don't know a damn thing about this area, but we're very close. We're about 8 minutes away.
I imagine a lot of churches are out here.
Yeah, I'm sure there are. So this area is right on the water. If you live out here, you're either retired, I don't know what you do out here. You travel far as a bitch to get to work. Oh yeah, look at these back roads. This reminds me of the road trip we went on just this week.
This is what y'all did? But look at this, what is this?
It's a sound wall for somebody's property probably. That's a nice ass house.
Let's see what's over
Privacy
here.
fence for something. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
I have no idea what that is.
What's the hunting?
No, that's property. That's not there. So the first one we closed that. We're coming to this small town. Yeah, I just went to Amazon. I'm sure they're self-sufficient. I found a good shop. Oh yeah, these are the back roads.
That's a random gate.
I was just about to say, like, what the hell? Holy shit, is that somebody's driveway?
Yeah, but like, look at that's just nothing around it though. It's just a gate.
Yo, look how far back it
It's
goes.
Christopher Robinson.
I'm all in the way. Okay, that's kind of cool. Alright, we're getting ready to come up into the town now, so got no idea anything about this town, what they got.
Well, there's a little shop.
Yeah, what is it?
Oh, there's a little coffee shop.
A Mexican restaurant.
Oh,
Can't have a town without a Mexican restaurant.
okay. Got a DMV.
They got a DMV. Look at this thing right here. What is that? I love herb. Okay, they got a market. Look at their little market. That shit look like Tyler Town.
Okay, now. We have a Piggly Wiggly.
It's an IGA.
That's what we used to have, but it got shut down.
And I gotta turn right here. Alrighty. Sidewalk ends, whatever the hell that is. Alright, we're in a little neighborhood now. So straight ahead of us, I believe, is water. I wonder if they got a beach. A little playground, a little picnic, I want to say a little camping area. I saw a golf cart. I see more golf carts. I guess everybody gets around out here on golf carts.
Kind of reminds you a little bit of Cape Charles.
I want to go straight down to the water, but I'll do that after we look at this house, because we're about to be... Where's this road at?
What's the name of it?
It's this road right here. Yikes, it's a tiny ass little road. Alright, get ready, we're about to be there. Looks very
Then you go straight, right?
It looks very old-timey. Doesn't look like the money is where I'm going with this. This lady's like, who the hell is that? What are they doing?
Did you see her looking?
Yeah, she was looking at us tough. Oh, I know they going to that abandoned house. Holy shit, where's the road at? Is this the road? Damn, he was one line about this joint being tight. This ain't the road.
Is this the road?
Yeah, it's the road.
This is the road? This is not, are you sure?
This is the road, babe.
Do you have 4-wheel drive?
Yes, I do.
Oh my God. What is happening?
That's the house right there. Look at the rabbit.
Oh.
It's right in front of us.
I got it.
He won't move. He's like, what you doing on my property?
This is his house.
What you doing on Hey, rabbit, I'm trying to tell you.
When you say rabbit, I literally think about rabbit.
I don't know where he went.
Well, you gonna hit him.
Oh, he's right there.
You got
That's
him?
a thug life for life rabbit, though. He's just watching everything.
Well, there you go.
There's the for sale sign.
Okay.
Folks, welcome to flip number 5.
Go on up there. Because you don't have to turn around anyway.
All right.
Look at that house behind it.
Now, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Joe, run. We don't want to run.
Oh, God.
All right. I am going to switch cameras, though. All right, super bright on the GoPro now. And 2-car garage. That's a plus. Grass definitely needs to get cut at the very least. It definitely looks like people have been dumping their trash here. We got a lot of debris here, tires over there, dirt over there. This thing needs a driveway, you know, at the very least. Babe, be careful because there ain't no foundation.
So slippery over here, be careful.
Yeah, the foundation's real crazy. So the garage looks, you know, relatively newer. We've got the, we do got a block foundation here for the garage. Oh shoot, you ain't lying, that is super slick.
This is why no reason over here, but you should see inside as well.
All right, so this is not rotted out at the very least. Yeah, we know there ain't no flooring in here. Oh my goodness. All right, I want to get a good sense of, yeah, I know it's open. So this is the garage. Woo! Look at this.
So tell me why someone would do this. You think they started it and stopped?
I do.
Yeah.
Let's go out real quick. I hear somebody. They're coming down here. All right, let's look around this thing. I think that this house, whoever bought this wanted to gut this thing because it had a lot of damage. Look at the fucking foundation of this thing. It is all on 4x4s.
I can stand outside if the rain comes.
No, I mean, it's fine. I ain't really worried about it.
Oh, that's nice. You have a finger.
Yeah, so we're going to look at that in a moment. So there's your septic right there. We know it's on septic. They mentioned that it can be on city sewage. That's a super nice house over there. And over there, you're talking $500,000-$600,000 homes. I don't know if it's these right here or those way back there.
That is wild. It's literally just...
I mean, obviously this has been sitting here for a long, long time, but I wonder if, you know, I wonder if this was like the condition of the door when they tore it out of here.
So we know it has new doors. Or, it's always the worries, though.
Okay, so here we go. We got some water damage right there. And I wonder if the entire house looked like that. You see it?
Do you think it was underwater? Is that what you think? Like, you
I
think
don't
there was
know.
water
Maybe there
there?
was like a...
Yeah, I think maybe, look, you see right there? I'm wondering if there was.
Oh, wow, yeah. I wonder if it was up to there.
Yeah.
Good observation, babe. So we know that this house sits lower than all of the surrounding houses. If you see that house right there, that house sits way up higher. But God, man, almost everything has just... They tore up all the deck boards. There's deck boards right there. I wonder why they had to tear these deck boards up.
I don't know if they wanted. Look at this room. Massive.
All right, if y'all can see, I don't know if y'all can see real good right there. We're gonna go up in here, we're gonna look at this. So again, look at the fucking foundation of this thing. How is the foundation 4x4s? I wonder if they jacked this house up, babe.
To do the foundation?
I wonder if if this is it jacked up, but I doubt that. I mean, it was probably...
This is it.
Look at this.
Repaired. Is that what you're saying? Maybe they were getting ready to do the foundation.
I mean, the ground is pretty... I don't know. I'm gonna walk over here real quick. You want to see over here real quick? There's a truck way over there. Okay, so we got a little dock, right? You okay, babe? You exploring with me today?
Yeah, I'm just really scared of snakes.
Well, I'll let the snake bite me first before it bites you. Okay, look at this. So here's some evidence right here. So we got the silt screen right here.
Is that the property line, I wonder?
Well, this is definitely, you know, to showcase that some kind of construction was taking place over here. I don't know if this is...
Can you imagine that not being lifted, like, up? I cannot.
What a hell of a house. Baby, be careful on that. I don't know how much I would trust this. So we got the silt screen going around here. So obviously there was some construction that was going to be taking place here at some point. And this is relatively, you know, within the last, I don't know, I'd say 5 years maybe this has been, you know, put here. Better be very, very careful.
This seems like the only parking thing out here.
Whoa, there's a turtle. He just went underwater. He was sitting right up on the grass. I could see this thing being flooded completely out. Yeah, I don't know about much further. It's looking a little rough right here. I wonder if you could put a better dock and just keep these piers right here, these pylons.
This doesn't really feel bad to me.
It does up here. It gets worse out there. I don't even trust it enough to walk on it. So, as we're checking this out, one thing that I want to know is, or at least try to get an idea for myself is the house salvageable? What is salvageable in the house? Is this a complete tear down? You know, if this thing got flooded out because of a hurricane, that information should be able to be found. You know, we would go and we would look, what was the last hurricane that hit this area? I think it was actually Isabel. I remember it was 2008, somewhere around there. Huh? I think that could have been when the hurricane came that really decimated it, because I know my father's house, he's had a house around this area back during that time. And I remember he was telling me about how bad it was, how much it flooded. It could have been that hurricane that did this. And then whoever came in here and bought this, you know, got this thing prepared for construction to some degree. They put the silk screen up. They came in here, they started gutting, they started demoing, but something happened. Did they run out of money? Did they run into an issue with the city? Did the city say, hey, look, this thing is, you know, it's condemned. It needs to be torn down. Is that a bullet hole?
I'm wondering if you're just on the land.
That's some kind of a hole.
The windows don't look that bad.
It looks like it's got RV window, like mobile home windows in it. Oh, shoot. I got busted my ass. Yeah.
There's a hole right there, so be careful.
All right, my socks are soaked. Should have wore some boots. Ah. Oh.
Oh my God, please be careful.
She's a little shaky. All right, so there's a couple things that I do want to see in here. Some things that I saw on the pictures that we're going to go in here. I'm going to go in here and check, babe. Just hold tight for me.
Wait, oh my God.
I'm good. Okay, so what's going on right there? Almost looks like some kind of sag. A lot of moisture problems going on right there. All the electrical's been gutted out of this house. Plumbing's been gutted out of this house. Everything has been gutted out of this house. I see bowing taking place right there with that support.
There's a water bottle.
Sounds like a big ass horsefly. All right. Whew. See the HVAC right there? Man. So it's look at all of this. Is it salvageable? Holy moly. So it's like this was like a sunroom area right here. You know, the good news is if we did go with this, at least it has been gutted already.
Yeah.
I guess this was the kitchen area. So there's pictures that show like what this house could look like. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell is going on right here.
That back room would be the kitchen and dining room to me.
Back there?
That big open space that we just looked at through the window, that should be the kitchen.
Oh, over there. I haven't even got to that yet. I mean, everything in here is missing. You're missing all of your joists. So what were we doing right here? Why are the joists missing in this area? I bet this was a beautiful home when it was a home.
Yeah, I think so. On the water. It probably was just an original old build that wasn't prepared for the weather.
It was a hurricane decimated this place. Whew. Man. Can I get over here? Garage. That is a massive water heater over there. Let me see if I can get over to that area. You okay, Ben? Keep an eye out for the cops.
I got it.
If they come, we're running. We're going to dive in the creek. All right, so there's a beam that I want to see that I saw was bowing, or that was bowed. Oh, that looks kind of bowed right there to me. Just a little bit. Damn, I hope this is okay to be stepped on. All right. Wow, this is a massive, massive room right here. Holy cow. You know what this almost looks like to me, babe? I think this is new. I think this is an addition that whoever bought this house put on here. This looks, even though the outside of this looks terrible with the weathering, you know, how bad it's been weathered, I think this might be an addition. And what they were planning to do here, God, I don't even know. This is like a freaking airplane hangar. It's that damn big. Okay, we're definitely missing some floor joist in here. Like, what the hell was going on? I wonder if they tried to do all this and they didn't have permits. So that would be one thing that I would do. I'd go to the city and I'd try to find out the permit history on this house. Ooh. All right, so let me look at this and see if I can see any kind of telltale of what we got going on here. So you can see they tore out the flooring right here. Okay, it's dry rotted, so we know we definitely had some water damage. We're checking here for dry rot. Looks like that's an original joist. Here's a new joist that they tried to sister up to it. Yeah, flooding was definitely what happened here. I mean, there's no question about that. All of the joists you can see have been torn out because they probably were flooded or, you know, rotted out.
They may have not had flood insurance. I can't imagine them not, but they could have not. Maybe that's why they couldn't get it fixed.
That would be crazy. I mean, I couldn't even imagine here. You would have to have flood insurance. I mean, look at just this. This just looks so crazy to me. Like, I wish I had a level so I could put it up there and just see how far down this pier has sunk. All right. Yikes. Is this the one, babe? Is this flip number 5? Oh, there's the panel box. Son of a gun. That's an interesting spot for that.
That electrical, the wires coming out of it, are that old?
No, I mean, it's not old. It's all, you know, newer to some degree. So your meter's probably... Yeah. Let's go over here and check out what's going on with this insulation that was left. So look at that. That looks like the original front steps of this house. And we built this addition. This was some sort of an addition. Wow. Yeah. I can't imagine. I mean, this is certainly so far beyond code. So far beyond code. We're literally sitting on 4x4s for your foundation. I don't even see any block, but under a couple of things. And when I do see block, like, look at this. That's just literally a fucking 4x4 driven into the ground like we're building a fence. But on this side, it does sit on a little cinder block. And I see like a little bit of a water line right there, so maybe that's how high the water got up. Right here, same situation. Look at the water line. What a fucking mess. Like, who built this? Can I get a good shot of that? Right there. Who built this? Jesus. There we go. There's a nice joist right there that's pretty rotted the fuck out. You can see how we sistered into it. Look at this. Look at all this. Right here. Oh my God. Is it rot? Is it termite? Because it damn sure looks like it could be a little of both. Water damage and termite. I don't know. Thought this was a water heater. This is a big ass air box. We got some electrical holding up the plumbing right there. Good deal. All right, you okay out there? Babe? This is how the horror movies start. I was about to say, this is how the horror movies start. Where'd you go?
I thought I heard somebody coming.
Oh. She's a mess, babe. She's a real mess.
Well, look, they left you some materials.
They ain't leave us enough, though.
Got some Amazon boxes.
They did not leave us enough. God, man, how high did this thing flood? We see over there that it's up to about right here. Could you imagine this being your home? You come into this thing.
Windows and doors and cabinets and everything.
Do they?
I mean, kind of, not a tremendous amount, but you got a refrigerator.
Look at that. Look at that.
And you have new drywall right here and another electrical panel.
Oh my God, this is like, geez. So my father said, you know, go talk to the city, have them come out and, you know, walk you through what it would take to get this thing up to par. And the first thought that goes through my mind is them saying, are you fucking kidding me? Like, look at this place. Look at how bad this is. Oh, there is another car right there. They're backing down. Wow. Somebody showed up.
They said he's a real contractor, really bad.
Yeah, it was just somebody checking to see what we were doing probably. Could have been another potential buyer. Got a decent mold right there. They left?
Yeah.
They're just being nosy. Gosh, she's a mess. I don't know that it's salvageable. I see just so, I mean, it's almost overwhelming looking at it.
I think the only way that this would make sense is if you were to get it for way under asking and you were to tear it down.
Tear down, new construction would be the easier route to go than trying to correct.
And the cheapest, to be honest.
Than trying to correct so much here that is just so wrong.
It's going to need a new roof, new siding, which is probably the least of your worries. Be careful.
Yeah, my father walked these stairs. So a very wavy roof right there. Can't even imagine what that sheathing underneath of it looks like. Shingles don't look too terrible. It's probably leaking like shit though. Holy moly. I mean, obviously a bathroom right there. That looks like a, there was your washer machine. There's your washer machine water supply box right there laying on the ground. Huh? I mean, there's no flooring up here. Was it really, I mean, Jesus. I mean, this thing had to literally be gutted down to not only the studs, but to the joist. And it's crazy because like the drywall work up here doesn't look, well, it looks a little beat up, but doesn't look horrible. So obviously your staircase was right there somewhere. But to think that this was the only area where you could, the only way that you can get up to it right now is this exterior staircase. Gosh almighty. All right. I've about seen enough. Make sure I don't fall and bust my little Junes.
Final assessment.
Woo!
You have to make a decision today, yes or no.
God, as much as I want to do it, can you do it? Can it be salvaged is the issue. I think there's way too much that's just not up to code. And you would spend the first month, maybe even longer than that, just trying to figure out all of the shit that needs to be corrected. All of the stuff that needs to be corrected. And then I look at this right here and I think to myself, man, what are we backing up to? Like, we're literally, have you seen this side of the property? It literally is just a freaking, a forest. And again, you look at this, and like, this is how we did our fucking foundation here. I've seen sheds on better foundations than this. Gosh, it's just so overgrown. You want to talk about being some snakes?
Okay, well, I don't know.
This is where they're going to be at.
Those are pretty though, the flowers.
It smells like honeysuckle over here. I wonder if the HVAC works.
Oh look, they got blueberries, blackberries.
I don't think that's a blackberry, Dan.
No, they start off red.
Yeah.
Would you say the HVAC?
Yes, I wonder if the HVAC works.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
You got cat paws right there.
Looks like they got into the paint. Look at that. Somebody put mom and dad right there in the concrete. That's pretty cool. Was this somebody's dream home?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it could have been left to the children, and they don't want it.
Let me get one more little look at this sucker. Gosh almighty. This is sketch city. So you got water that almost looks like it almost surrounds the property. It looks like it's water over there, from there, there, and then over there. And then you just got this guy sitting here. Probably what once was a beautiful home. But I mean, absolutely needs to be rebuilt from the ground up, from the foundation up, for 90% of it. And when you think about it like that, would it just be cheaper to tear it down and build a new house here? And I think the answer to that question is absolutely. Because there's just way too much unsupported shit. Well, let's go ahead and close the door on this guy. Final assessment right this second. Hey, can it be salvaged? I'm not 100% no. I'm not 100% no. I'm about 80% no. But there's things that could sway me back to yes. What does the city say? Does the city say, yeah, it can be salvaged? Does the...
Find out the history as to why it's not been yet.
Yeah, what shut down progress with the last people who owned it? Because like I said, obviously, somebody's been using this as their own personal junkyard. You know, we've got debris, we've got tires. Dirt. Probably more water over here. You might find a body out here. And it's very, I was gonna say marshy, but now I'm feeling rocks. You know, cleaning this property would be a major undertaking. Yeah, it would. All right, you guys let me know what you think, and we'll try to get a little more information on this in the next week. So, it definitely needs a little bit of work.
If I find a 4-leaf clover, that means yes. If I don't, that means no.
I hear Chris Stapleton though.
That's a sign.
That's a sign. All right, let's get up out of here. We're buying the house, y'all. We're buying it. Take that with you, babe. Let's go. Hell of a little property. Not little, massive property.
It's pretty massive.
And very interesting. Just trying to get a sense of like what happened, trying to do the investigation, seeing the water lines, where those look like those were at. There's a cardinal right there. Flew away. Almost looks like you got to go through somebody's backyard in an effort to get to the house.
Maybe that's what we heard. Look, the house looks kind of similar.
Yeah, a little bit. I wonder if the owners are in the area. I wonder if, I think it was that car right there that came and looked at us. It was a smaller little black car, I thought.
No, I think it was one of these.
Yeah. Cute little area. I mean, really cute little. I'm not shooting it down yet, because like I said, there's still the potential to tear that damn thing down and just start over, and you might even be able to do a whole house. God, I still got candy wrappers falling out my pockets. You might be able to do a whole house quicker than you can do that.
I think so. But material is so expensive.
Well, we ain't got nothing but time and opportunity right now as we're waiting to close on flip number 4 and, you know, looking for the next thing that we're getting ready to get into. So
this is like a little like retiree community.
It almost reminds me of that neighborhood. I mean, that area. You said what? Cape Charles?
I mean, very briefly, with all like the golf carts and stuff.
You know what it reminds me of? That area right by Connor's parents. That little sleepy town.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was on the water, just like this area is, on the water. And is that a dumpster right there? Are they doing a...
Oh no, I think that's a fence. It's kind of cool though. Maybe like a greenhouse or something.
Oh, you know what it is? It's a freaking something like that to keep some kind of utility thing. Is that somebody's property right there?
Look at that house.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful. Older house like that.
I think that's somebody's house.
What, right in front of us?
Yeah.
It is.
Wow, that's beautiful. Look at that.
Right on the water, huh?
Got a hot tub sitting out there.
It's like an Airbnb type of deal is what it is.
Oh yeah, probably.
That's definitely what that is.
Look at those cars.
Range, Porsche. Woo! Boy, I'm telling you, man, there's some money out here.
That's cute.
Look at that little thing. All these houses
Look
are
how cute that is.
right on the water.
This green one's really pretty.
Golf cart community. Got the sailboats. I mean, Jesus, man, what you're overlooking right there. And these would be like some decent comps to consider, I guess, even though these are more waterfront than where that thing was. But, you know, I don't even know what it entails doing dock work, you know, extending a dock. But one thing that I've seen from, I think, like beachfront bargain hunters was, like, you got to get the EPA involved in that. If you're disrupting, you know, the ecosystem, basically.
I wish we could get out and look at that water because it's beautiful.
I mean, this water is pretty booked, babe. It looks like everybody's got a house right here on the water.
Well, that's kind of the only thing I would think to
Look,
do.
that's for sale right there.
Oh, it's under contract too. See, we should see how much it went for.
Hold on, is that the one that I'm thinking? No, it's not.
I'll find it.
There's one out here that was pending that was like $500,000. It was a smaller house. All right, let's get up out of here and we'll probably share some more in a little bit. Lunchtime. I treat my lady to only the finest.
Oh my God.
We had the Sonic drive-through though. All right, conclusion to the adventure. So a couple of things. We found out quite a bit of interesting information on this house in just a short amount of time, driving, stopping by my father's house, and looking this house up on the county records. So here's what we found so far. Back in 2008, this house sold, 2007, this house sold for $364,000. In 2008, it sold for $160,000. In 2020, this house sold for $95,000. And since being on the market right now, folks, this house has had 2 pending offers, or 2 pending sales that have both fallen through. One in April, one in March. What did these people find out? On the tax records, this house is listed as 2,800 square feet. On the Zillow ad, this house is listed as 3,600 square feet. So there's almost 1,000 square feet that's unaccounted for. And it's also listed on the tax records as a 1-story. Now, I've mentioned in the past that the tax records don't even concern me at this point anymore, because I'm seeing houses that are selling no matter what the tax records say for whatever the house is currently. Also on the tax records, interesting enough, there's a sketch of the house and it shows the entire structure for what it is right this second. What it seems like is multiple people have gone into this house with these sales potentially and have attempted to try to get this thing right. My wife says she's found pictures of what this thing has looked like prior to the walls getting torn down. If I've got those pictures or if I find anything, I'll be including those here so maybe you guys can see as well. And what else?
You wanted a number 5 combo?
Yes.
How y'all doing?
How you doing? Good.
Good, thanks.
Man, that was quick.
Thank you.
Good.
Alrighty, thank y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Hey, appreciate you
You're
too.
welcome.
This joint's 1,100 calories. Thanks, babe. In conclusion, obviously you look at the structure, it's in a state of absolute disrepair. It needs a shit ton of work. I question whether or not these people got in trouble with the city, permits, or did they get in trouble with the environmental protection people? Because when you're that close to the water and marshland, hey, you're talking about disrupting the ecosystem. When you think about wetlands, when you think about the dock, you know, they could have got shut down by the EPA. And with the fact that the house had 2 pending sales in April and in March, and both of those sales fell through, what did those people find that caused them to pull out of the deal? Also, in conclusion, one other thing I want to include, my wife was doing some research. She found out that this area where this house is listed at, or where this house is at, Urbana, is the highest hurricane area in our state. And since the 1930s, it's had like 50 hurricanes
Portsmouth was in 1950.
come through there and fuck that place up. So it's in the highest risk flood zone, a hurricane haven, and just all sorts of shit against this particular house. But we're still not dead yet. We're not out of this thing entirely. I'm going to be getting in contact with the city. I'm going to be getting in contact with the newspaper. I'm going to be getting in contact with anybody that I can to find out what the hell is really going on with this house. Was it shut down by the EPA? Is this a tear down? Oh wow, my wife found,
That has the back deck on it.
yeah, my wife found pictures. Wow. I've got some pictures right here I'll be including of what this house used to look like. Not very many, but definitely interesting to see. I'll be sharing those with you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Thanks for taking the time. I hope you guys enjoyed this. there's children right beside me, I would have cussed them out. The motorcycles going, not the children, the motorcycles going by. Yeah, y'all let me know what you think. And hey man, this was an awesome little adventure to be able to take with wifey. And I look forward to sharing more with you guys tomorrow. Take care.